HTML frames. Using frames in a web page. With frames, you can display more than one HTML document in the same browser. Before the frames were considered obsolete in HTML5, the HTML frame set and frame elements were used to create page layouts. Frames and iframes perform a similar function. However, they are fundamentally different. Frames are layout-defining elements, and iframes are a content-adding element. Creating iframes. An iframe embeds a frame directly in line with the other elements of a web page. The main attributes of an iframe are src and title attributes. The src attribute specifies the address of the document to embed in an iframe. For iframes that have meaningful content, provide a title using the title attribute. Height and width iframe attribute. To specify the size of an iframe, use the height and width attributes. Or you can add the style attribute and use the CSS height and width properties. The height and width of an iframe are specified in pixels by default, but you can also set these values in percentage. The default width of an iframe is 300 pixels, whereas the default height is 150 pixels. Iframe border. The iframe has a border around it by default. To modify or remove the iframe border, add the style attribute and use the CSS border property. With CSS, you can also change the size, style, and color of the iframe's border. The first example will simply render the iframe without any borders. The second example will render the iframe with 2 pixels black border. Example. To create frames, first we need a few HTML documents to work with. So, we created 4 different HTML documents, frame1.html, etc. In the following example, we can see how it should be created an iframe with default borders, an iframe with a thin red border, and an iframe with no borders.